Hello everybody. Thought I'd do a quick update because I have not taken a video in a long time and everything's growing or trying or dying. You know, it's doing its thing. So here's the progress on the lot that we have right now. Have fence posts up, no fence run yet. That's a lot of stringing. Back here is our broom corn. Right there's the broom corn. Right there's the sunchokes. We got all the fence posts kind of up. Hay, working our way through that. But back here, we've mulched in a bunch of beds that we had. This here was individual beds from where the borage and the currants are. And this persimmon, there used to be a walkway right through there. It's gone now. We went ahead and filled it in, kind of on this kick of making beds and then going ahead and filling in between the beds. Here is a hazelnut that did not make it. We will be, and that looks like some kind of little bug, documenting, and I need to get photos in because all my plants, as far as trees and shrubs, are guaranteed. And this one started to bud and never made it. So we got other stuff here, little sweet Annie, plants I'm not for sure about because my partner does all those. But the broom corn's looking good. We may put regular corn in here next year or maybe rotate up. This one is doing all right, this hazel nut. Just getting a little predation from those damnable Japanese beetles. But back here we have the elder and various other plants, some monarda. Here's one little red ocer that made it. I don't know what this leaf damage is. I've got a lot of leaf damage on stuff. I don't know if I got a blight of some kind going on over here. Here's a persimmon I thought was going to fail, and it didn't come out and didn't come out, but it was scratching green, and it finally made it after all that rain. However, these little red ozers at 1, 2, 3, 4 did not make it. They haven't made it since they started, so they're going to have to be documented and sent in, get replacements. Back here we have our lone little marshmallow in the back corner. This is a very wet area. This may get dug out at some point. Oops, some point to be a little pond. And we have everything. Everything's growing pretty well. You know, coming and going. Everything's still small, tiny, tiny. We have elderberries through here. There's our orchard chickens. They are very good layers and very good girls for keeping everything down in here. Digging up some stuff here and there. Our peaches, I don't know. This whole fruit thing is new to me. So what I think and what happens may be two different things. Here is our bramble patch. We think they may be black raspberries. Maybe not. Who knows? We'll find out next year when they fruit. I doubt they're going to fruit this year. They came up, they had been mowed and mowed and mowed, so they were just little stubs. So this is the first year they're having growth. We did plant in rhubarb in here. Excuse me. 3 different types. Through here and along the back. Excuse me again. Have our asparagus in here. This was all here before, and now it's going to continue being here because that's what we do, is just let stuff go and do its thing. My chickens think I'm going to feed them. We did lose this cherry, so that will have to be replaced. I'll be getting pictures and send all that stuff in. There's numerous things we lost, which is weird because there's a bunch of stuff we put in that did fine at the same time as that cherry, and it didn't do well. Here's more rhubarb. This will be coming up. We have 3 different seeds, and rhubarb that you buy at the store is from clones, so the seed does not necessarily bring exactly the same stock back. So we'll see. I have some gooseberries still. Those are going to get moved. I have these two dead gooseberries. They're going to get replaced and probably put them in this gap between that post and that post. Run them so it's all one big patch of thorns. You know, the currants are doing good. This patch here is just Helly Nelly, devil may care type of deal. Of course, it's the 3rd of July. You can hear the explosions going off in the background. I've thought about doing this tomorrow, but we are busy. And the 4th of July in the morning is a morning of silence and prayer, thinking about freedom and what it means, and peace, because you really can't have freedom without peace. They say that war gives you freedom, but war just gives you more war. And there's always more war. There's always too much war, not enough peace. And we cannot achieve true freedom without peace. So there's that. So everything else is doing good here. Come over here, take a look. This is our little guild area. There's our hazelnut, and we have some beans growing down. I put beans around everything. Try to encourage some nitrogen. This patch here is this long stretch will be blueberries next year. This year we got some summer squash growing in there. And this here is the bush apricot and another bush apricot. Both made it, which I'm surprised. The one I thought was gone, but it pulled through. All that heavy rain, I think, did a lot for that. Up here we have honeyberries, one there, one here, and they're doing kind of okay. Got a weed, and other plants that my partners put in. We have our ever growing and shrinking patch of mulch. God bless the tree cutter. He hooks us up, but he gets a place to dump for free. So these currants seem to be coming out of it. This one maybe not so much. I don't know. Yep, broke that. That one was dead. It's still green. Be nice if it pulls out of it. And that's my cornelian dogwood. So the plan was to have that little set up there to act as the backstop for the mulch pile, but he's moved the mulch pile over. Up here we have some lime laid down. That is going to be an amended bed for Wyoming sage. Trying to grow plants that do not belong here in soil they may or may not like. So we're going to amend the hell out of that, make one big patch here, and then amend the soil down there for lavender. Dry it up some, make it a little different. Just one patch, one experiment. This is the prairie bed, i.e. the weed bed. Got a bunch of stuff needs pulled out. Lots of little damn maples. Some plants that are not prairie plants, like this foxtail is not a prairie plant. But this should be native grass and some other native prairie plants. And hopefully we will be able to get some prairie grass growing on Prairie Street. And our other stuff up here. Our quince is doing okay, our little quince there. The forsythia. The forsythia actually is pulling out of it. That rain did a lot of good for a lot of things. I wasn't for sure, thought that one might be dead. They are more tenacious than what I thought. Got a lot of plantain, which I don't complain about plantain. It's a nice broadleaf, medicinal, edible, you name it. It's a gift. Our other stock, other quince. This one's doing good. It seems like everything, we got one, two of each. One does better than the other. That's okay, they're all doing good. This is actually doing, it's this leaf stuff I got going on. It's some kind of funk. I think that's lilac. If I'm not mistaken. No, that's forsythia. Cool. We have forsythia and lilac, and I'm not for sure. this lilac. Yeah, that lilac's dead. Yeah, she's dead. So that's one. This is one. And the thing is, yep, they're dead. The lilacs and the red ocer I got from Arbor Day. Oh, shoot. Ah, that top of that mimosa died. I'm very sad about that. The bottom's coming good, so that's good. It didn't croak out completely, but my tops of my mimosas died. This one here, I think, is kaput. I got one that's good, and another mimosa that is croaked. Yeah, pretty sure. I don't see any growth on it. Now, what they'll tell you is they want the scratch test, where you scratch, and if it's green, it's still good. If it's not green, it's dead, and they'll refund your money or replace the plant. I want replacements. We put in some goji in this bed here, and then put in goji in that bed there. Maybe they're gonna make it, maybe not. We had really good germination, more germination than I expected. We have more goji at home. I might restart some seeds and try to get them. This here is the buckwheat. Thought I seeded it harder than that. Obviously, I did not. So we're letting this go. This buckwheat here did really well because I had scratched up this and laid down straw around it because I have planted out amaranth. Unfortunately, looks like you got two there, and the buckwheat liked the bed more than the amaranth. I got little amaranth, only the reds. I had red, green, and gold amaranth mixed from Guatemala. And it looks like they may or may not be making it. They were old seed. Here is the big eye catcher, which I don't think I've taken any video of. Taking pictures, no video. That is my shed. The shed is for rain. Oh yeah, and storage, but rain. A week ago Thursday, today's Saturday, so a week ago Thursday, I finished getting the roof on. I busted tail to get that roof on and covered, and I calculated that that roof would get enough rain to fill a tote, to a 275-gallon tote with not quite 4 inches of rain. Thursday night, we got rain, and I almost filled one of these totes. We got 3.5 inches, so my calculations were pretty right. Within the last week, as most of you in the Middle West and Southern Plains know, we got a ton of rain. We got a storm. Thursday night, I filled up that tote. I got connected these two totes, did this second one in on Friday. The first one was Thursday, the second one I got connected up on Friday. Saturday, when we were at market, we got a little bit of rain up at market. We got more rain down here and filled up that second tote. Topped off the first one, filled up the second tote, and then since then I was unable to collect any more rain from this roof. So the plans here are to throw up another tote right there. That'll give me 700 gallons of water, give or take. Then tonight, part of the project is with this corner being so low. This is eye level. There's eye level. With this corner being where it's at, we're going to plant some viburnum pretty much where that metal corner is, because I'm just kind of stacking stuff here until I get it on. And then here at the edge of this metal roof that goes for the chicken coop, in this metal we'll plant blackberries, which we got 3 blackberry plants today from a friend. We'll plant blackberries all the way along this edge here, so you won't be able to get there. So a possible thing to do here is I may be able to reconfigure and add another 1, 2, 9, or 2, that'd be 250 gallons, because I could do 2 rain barrels stacked on top of one another, 2 rain barrels stacked on top of one another, and then an overfill standing up. Give me 5, make sure I get the right number of fingers so I know what I'm saying. 5 barrels, 55 gallons apiece. Get right at 250 plus or minus gallons additional, because it may be raining or may have just rained, but we all know in farming that the rain does come and then the rain may go. The rain may not come back for a minute. So the blackberries that hide the rain barrels, and that would make everybody happy. Or I can put an additional number of rain barrels on the other side. Getting those connected up might be an issue. This one, I could always have the gutter back run into the rain barrels on that end, fill up, and then their overflow be filling into the tanks. I'm not for sure. I just don't know. Or I might be able to figure out something. The only problem is that you have, the way I build my rain barrel stands, they top out right under 6 feet. My big tanks are not at 6 feet, so my tanks are lower than what my barrels would be. That's for another day, another problem. I'm going to build a set of holding racks for over at the main house. But that's the plan for this. There's the wonderful little shed that everybody loves. It's not quite done. Got a little trim, a little finish to do, little touches to clean it up. I kind of made a few mistakes, but you know, that happens. It's not dead plumb, not dead square. Good enough for a shed. Nobody else is going to see all the mistakes but me. So over here, we have the orchard, which is not doing well. I have a lot of predation by these little devils that I so hate and wish there was something that I could spray on them that was organic that would make them explode. I probably should get over here and spray this tree with neem and dish soap. The neem disrupts their breeding cycle, just doesn't make them explode. We lost a lot of fruit. Let's see here. Fruit on the ground. That one's funky. That one's been on the ground for a hot minute, I'm guessing. But I think what's happening is we got all that flush come out, and then it got dry, and when it was dry before all the rain, everything was dropping. So that is probably mostly seed in there. I know the peaches are. So it's full right now. I don't know if they're going to grow big enough. The farmers that are down in southern Illinois are already bringing peaches up, and they're nice big round peaches. These just aren't developing. There's probably too many on them, but we just don't have the time to pick every single peach we don't want off. And this is our first year with fruit like this. My partner's trees did not have this problem before, having too much fruit. And then these are really tall trees, so getting to them is an issue. Yeah, we're learning. I was hoping that this tree would be filled with fruit. They're taking a big hit. I'm just noticing. I don't know if you can see it. They're taking a big hit. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. Go back to normal. From the beetles. Yep, it's gardening. Gardening without chemicals. Chemicals make it a hell of a lot easier. Just spray it and kill everything. Right? Everything. Anything that eats the fruit or the plants probably die from it at some point. Oh, that means us too, right? I forget. That's why we don't spray. I do have a little friend here that is doing pretty well. Beautiful new one for our mix of seeds and plants. It is a lettuce called the Jewel of Opar. It is supposed to be tasty. It is very beautiful, very unusual, and it's still edible after it flowers. If I remember right, I think the flowers are edible. But that's a new one to our mix. It doesn't look like any other lettuce we have, and we just started that. My partner saw the seeds and description somewhere, and I ordered them because I'm really good/bad about buying seeds. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of seeds. So I think we made it all the way through the garden. I've still got lots of work to do, of course. We bought this in what, March, April? It's now July, and this is where it's come from. I'm pretty happy. We're gonna wait. I did have my arbor, part of my arbor up. That got taken down because as things evolve, if it's not already fixed hard in place, then it's probably gonna get moved. Oh, I know what I forgot to check while I'm here. I'll do it with y'all. Have my Shishandra vine. She's doing okay. They do better second year. I need to weed whack over here. And the problem is this brown tip. I gotta look at that. I am not happy with that. I've seen that on quite a few plants. I don't know if it's from, I've noticed sometimes some of the plants where the birds drop on it, I guess it's like a nitrogen burn. So I'm not for sure. I've got to check on that. But hopefully this Shishandra will grow up this post. And when it starts getting a little taller, I'll put in something over here, bring another post down, and have a little arbor, because those flowers are incredible. The smell in the spring is just delightful. That's why I put it over here. Ah yes, cherries. Yeah, I'll disrupt these Japanese beetles' breeding cycle by squishing the little devils, if I can reach them. So, there's that. The arbor, that's right, the arbor. We're going to have to wait to get our posts until probably January, because it is too grown up and brushy and buggy and ticky and everythingy out at the farm. And then it's hunting season, and we can't be out there in hunting season because it disrupts the hunters, and they have guns and we don't. Well, we do, but we're not allowed to shoot one another. It's frowned upon. So what'll end up happening here is we will take our posts once we get them, build that grape arbor here, kind of along this edge here, and wide enough, and it's probably going to be kind of shaped like an hourglass, because we'll have 6 poles, and those will run wide and channel it down and then shoot it out, so we get movement, working on the movement of the garden. And then we also have taken into consideration this, that will be next year's tree planting. Hopefully, maybe more, but we'll only be planting, 3 trees that I have on order. 1 or 2 more that I have not ordered yet, because we'll have 2. I'd like to probably get 1 or 2 plums in here. I have 2 pears on back order waiting to come in, and then I'm probably going to try to get some more hazelnuts, because my friend Jason Avers has sold me on hazelnuts. And more explosions blow up America, one chunk of dirt at a time. But then the grape arbor, we'll put the grape arbor in. So it's coming along. It looks way different than it did. Some days I can't even remember what it looked like. I need to go back and check my videos, because that is the reason I'm doing this. I thought I might do other stuff, but of course it takes time, and I get busy, and I don't have time to just enjoy walking around here philosophizing with y'all. I could philosophize a lot. Did a little of that tonight. I don't know how that works with the tube, And I really don't care. I'm not here to get monetized. I'm really not even here to show you how to do anything. I'm not that smart. And pick bugs. Kill those little bastards. If you figure out a way how to make Japanese beetles explode, I will promote the hell out of you, because I hate Japanese beetles with a passion. So that's the lot. It's not a lot, but it's a lot. And y'all have a happy 4th. Remember, take a little time, be still, ignore the explosions going on over midair, and think about freedom. A little prayer for freedom. A little prayer for peace. Actually, a big prayer for peace. We need more peace, because that's the only way we're free. It's all a lie and an illusion to think that you have to kill to be free. That's what causes enslavement, is the murdering of one human to another, one being to another. That's the slavery. There is no freedom in killing. There is only more slavery. And I'll get off my soapbox now. I love each and every one of you, even if I've never met you. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Get out and garden. That's all we got. Everything else is not important. This is all we've got. Have a beautiful day, y'all.